We're going to look at another maintenance issue today. Now, we get these problems occasionally. If you've got a dodgy stomach, you might want to press pause. Come and have a look at this. Awful this is. Come on. We had these two apartments, this one and the one at the back. We had those refurbished, and the toilets were backing up. We knew it wasn't just a small pipe, we knew it was probably outside. So what we did, we called a company up who specialise in well, they use cameras and send cameras down pipes, and roots were seen on the camera in the pipes, and that can only happen if a pipe's actually dislodged or there's a crack in the pipe. There's a lot of work goes into this sort of thing, and I mean, it's absolutely, the pipes are huge. I mean, how would you price something like this up? I mean, this is why homeowners, landlords get confused when they get given a price by a contractor, because there might have not been a need to actually take it out. There will be a need now. We now know it all needs to come out and just completely needs to be renewed. The crack, it's cracked right there as it's going in to the manholes. It just needs to be completely taken out. So it's a big job, but this took the best part of the week to get all this out. First cut out the concrete and then dig down and then dig around the pipe. But look, if you have a look at how much soil is here, I mean, that's all come out of there. With that blockage, it was backing up into the toilets. So we'll fill this with pea shingles, so if there is ever any problem in the future, we can easily access it, get the soil back, and then re-concrete it, job done. It just gives you a better understanding when you're seeing it like this, when you see the size of a job like this, gives you a better understanding when you're getting a quote how much goes into it, because also the knowledge of knowing how to approach it. It's not just the fact that, oh, I could have done that, I could have dug that out. Yeah, you might have been able to dig it out yourself, but did you know what to do and the steps to take to do it? Because that's a charge as well. Just having someone who's in the know, who knows exactly how to deal with an issue like this. And like I said, that's what you're paying for. You're paying for that knowledge, the expertise, the experience of knowing what to do. And obviously, whoever did this overlooked this issue there, so it's ended up costing now a couple of £1,000 to get it repaired. These houses weren't initially built for so many toilets to go into them, but the university is just there. Leeds University, and this whole area now is they're all student properties. And I'll put some footage up actually, and we did one a few years ago, and I'll put a disclaimer up here now, or a warning rather, to say if you're eating food, don't watch it. Take a look at that now. I'll put it here to the side. Awful. But it was one of the properties that we manage, and yes, it was blocked up. It was backing up into the toilet like this one, but the manhole was further away from the actual house itself. Was further down the drive, so they rodded it and they got the blockage out. But yeah. Now take a look at this. This pipe full of roots. This must have been growing for at least 10-15 years like this. This is like the bottom of a plant pot. But just take a look at this. We've left the water running inside one of the flats, inside this ground floor flat down here. So to make sure it's all flushing away nicely. Just looking at this, it looks like that's a bit of a gully, if you like. So it bends round and comes up and might shoot under there, go into next door. So the cowboy who installed this in the first place, because you can see it's not even sealed properly there, and this was all covered with concrete, so there was concrete covering this, and we had to break the concrete away slowly in case it didn't. We wanted to actually see what the problem was as well, so we didn't want to damage anything when we were breaking away the concrete. this is the next day now, and I'm here at the property, and I've set it up so that it can just be tested literally. I just want to make sure that it's all sorted before we infill this opening. So let's have a look at this. So we've got an access hatch there, one there as well, and then we've got a gully here. Right, so we've put soil and pea shingles around all the pipes. It's a final day doing this, so we haven't bothered putting the hardcore down. It's too small of an area to whack it down with a whacker plate, so we just made sure we've compressed the ground. So all in all, to this landlord, that job cost around the £2,500 region. That's why it's so difficult actually to quote for jobs. We're fortunate with this property and with this landlord that we can actually do the work. I explain it how I do explain it anyway, and it kind of like justifies what we're doing. So I didn't actually put in a quote for this job. I was just giving it. I do it. So that's it. Job done. Finally over. It was a pleasant one doing this actually, and it's always tricky when you don't know what you're gonna see when you come to a job. Until we dug it out, we didn't know what we were gonna face, and but yeah, the guys have done a very good job. It's gonna take the next 24 hours to harden, to go off, but it takes a long time to actually fully get all the water out of it, over a month. But it does take just 24 hours to get to the point where you can walk on top of it. But I won't walk on top of it now because obviously my big size 12.5 footprints will be in it. But we've covered the gully waste with a bit of plastic sheeting. We can cut that out with a sanding knife. Again, we've done the same with that cap on top of that gully pipe. If you remember, there was a long drain there. Thanks for watching, guys. Don't forget, please hit the subscribe button in the description box below. You'll see more of these in the coming year. Take care.